happy readers, my name is Liz and today we're going to do something a little bit differently. I'm going to review this book, but I'm going to do it in letter form to the author, Stephen Emond. So, dear Stephen Emond, I don't know how to preface this other than by saying I wish you would have made this your story. I'm just going to say this before we move along. I thought that this was the bones of a great novel. It had that great contemporary from a guy's perspective kind of novel, but all of the confrontation was so downplayed. It was like as soon as they got into an argument, they would both kind of roll their eyes and look away from each other. For instance, they were in the cop car and, you know, Evan brings up something and Lucy's just like, I really can't tell him what I need to tell him right now, so I'm just gonna look out the window. Dude, this kid has been your best friend since you were like 5 and you can't talk about whatever the crap is going on in your brain? Like, I get that you're in a cop car, you're in a weird situation, but, you know, a little honesty could have gone a long way. I feel where this novel went wrong was that it is from third person, but, you know, he switches from kind of focusing on Evan to focusing on Lucy. And Lucy is a Manic Pixie dream girl. She's supposed to be mysterious, but she's supposed to also be, on top of that, you know, Evan, he likes her, but she is not in a position to be in a relationship with him. So, you know, there's that, and to get into that, you know, it's kind of nice to hear her backstory, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, Manic Pixie Dream Girl, that's just kind of supposed to be mysterious, like I said. Half the fun of a Manic Pixie Dream Girl is that she's rebellious and you really don't know who she is or what she's going to do next. She's just crazy and she's just gonna do whatever. To kind of touch on maybe some positive stuff, I did enjoy the comic book stuff. I almost wish that it was just a graphic novel because those were some of the best parts, and there's drawings in here too. Just some of the best parts of the novel were like the little kind of journey into Evan's life. I forget what it was called, like Lusitania or something like that, where he just creates this new world where he and Lucy just go on these adventures, and it's kind of a metaphorical adventure that kind of correlates with what their real life is doing. Except the Lucy in the comics seemed to be more normal-ish. So, Mr. Emond, I feel like you sold yourself short. Like I said in the preface of this whole letter, I feel like you could have made this your own book. It had the, like, just going off the whole bones, like, this has a good structure, but it needs your personality, it needs your stories. The drawings were about as personal as it got for me. That was all you and all awesome, and I think that if you just go along the lines of, you know, the graphic novel stuff, I think you'd be in a very good place. I get that maybe some people don't like confrontation, but that's kind of a part of contemporary literature. There's always going to be some sort of, like, I call it a come to Jesus meeting, but it's kind of like you face the facts. You're going headfirst into whatever the problem is, and Evan really didn't do that as a main character, and I know Lucy wasn't gonna do that. She's, like I said, Manic Pixie Dream Girl. She's just kind of falling down the rabbit hole, that kind of thing. She's beyond repair, really. I know that the back of the book says that it's, you know, it kind of caters to people who liked Garden State and Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, and I would say that it goes more towards people who like Paper Towns because of the guy who is really chasing after the girl, in a metaphorical sense, but also, you know, physically going after her and finding out that she is, you know, beyond repair, and all those kinds of things that Evan and Lucy kind of have. I don't want to spoil Paper Town, so I'm just gonna let that hang there, and I just want to say that I think that it could have been his own novel rather than it being kind of a John Green, David Levithan thing, but I think that if you do enjoy those guys' authorships, writings, novels, that you will like this story. I thought it was enjoyable, I thought it was readable, but I feel like it still lacked that personality of a book. I do think he had it right with the hybrid of novel and graphic novel. I think you did very good at that, Stephen Emond, but like I keep saying, I wish it had some personality to it, something outside of the bones of a contemporary novel, because I think it could have been like really awesome and just top notch, but I feel like it's a very like C area, like, you know, grades, you know, A, B, C, D, F kind of stuff. I would say that it's just very like middle ground, like it's good, it's a light read, but at the same time, like I said, it could have gone deeper. Sincerely, Liz Valish, aka fan of the great graphic novel, contemporary novel hybrid. P.S. I hope you're having a great day, and if you ever see this, thank you for watching it and not hating me too much. I hope I didn't make anybody cry, but I think it's a good, like I said, good book, but it needed stuff.